have now been with Book of the Month for a full year. I have made the status of BFF. And so today I want to talk about some new releases that I've picked up, a couple of things that you all suggested that I get, and thank you so much for doing that, and my experiences over the past year with Book of the Month. So I hope you enjoy this video with me. I am Rose, I am at home, and let's get right into opening this box. First off, let me go ahead and say this is not sponsored, the box is not gifted, they do not know who I am beyond being a customer, they do not know I have a channel, so everything here that I paid for, except for this is a gift they give to everyone when you hit the BFF status. And the BFF status means that you have ordered 12 boxes. They don't have to be in a row, but I never skipped because I like books. So this is my BFF gift. Look how cute. It's a tote bag. I need to back up some so you can kind of see it. On this side, it says Book of the Month. Not quite the quality of the Barnes & Noble Premier thing, but that bag, you had to pay $40 to be a Premier and you basically get the bag. This was free, so I absolutely appreciate it. I definitely will get a use out of it. So I'm gonna start off with the new releases for this month that I picked up. There were quite a few that I wanted, and there were a few that, because I also really wanted to pick up your recommendations, I'm going to also get next month. But the first thing I grabbed was Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. And this releases this month. I'm sorry I didn't check exactly when, but it might have actually released on the 5th. I'm not for sure. But this sounded fascinating, and I am not wearing my glasses, I just realized. Okay. I am back. Okay. I am back with glasses. I think I want to leave the intro. I don't feel like redoing it, but that was me without glasses. Okay, and these are just reading glasses. I don't use them all the time, which is how that happened. But anyway, Listen for the Lie. Lucy and Savvy were the golden girls of their small Texas town, pretty, smart, and enviable. Lucy married a dream guy with a big ring and an even bigger new home. Savvy was the social butterfly loved by all and, if you believe the rumors, especially popular with the men in town. But after Lucy is found wandering the streets covered in her best friend Savvy's blood, everyone thinks she is a murderer. It's been years since that horrible night, a night Lucy can't remember anything about, and she has since moved to LA and started a new life. But now the phenomenally huge hit true crime podcast, Listen for the Lie, and its two good-looking hosts, Ben Owens, have decided to investigate Savvy's murder for the show's second season. Lucy is forced to return to the place she vowed never to set foot in again to solve her friend's murder, even if she's the one who did it. The truth is out there, if we just listen. So that sounds fascinating. It sounds like it's gonna be heavy mystery. I don't know about thrillery suspense, because if she didn't do it, maybe who did it's gonna try to come after her. I don't know, but it sounds like it's gonna be a good time, and I'm really glad I picked it up. I guess I went for a bit of a theme here because the second book is Kill for Me, Kill for You by Steve Cavanagh. And I grabbed this one. It's probably not going to be anything like that, but it reminded me of Throw Mama from the Train, which is based off an even older film. But I was like, crisscross, and I think that's what this is. So it sounded like it might be some fun. One dark evening out on New York's Upper West Side, two strangers meet by chance. Over drinks, Amanda and Wendy realize they have much in common, especially loneliness and the intense desire for revenge against the men who destroyed their families. As they talk into the night, they come up with the perfect plan. If you kill for me, I'll kill for you. Crisscross. In another part of the city, Ruth is home alone when the beautiful brownstone she shares with her husband, Scott, is invaded. She's attacked by a man with piercing blue eyes who disappears into the night. Will Ruth ever be able to feel safe again while the blue-eyed stranger is still out there? As these storylines collide in this Hitchcockian and heart-racing psychological thriller, Kill for Me, Kill for You grips you and doesn't let go until the shocking conclusion. That sounds fun and scary and edge of your seat and page turny, and I really love those. I haven't picked up a bunch of them lately, and so there I go, 2 in a row. So this is the last of the new releases. So all of these are either freshly come out in the month of May or about to come out in the month of May. And the third thing I picked up is called Annie Bot, and it is by Sierra Greer. And this is not a thriller. This sounded just absolutely fascinating. Annie Bot was created to be the perfect girlfriend for her human owner, Doug. Designed to satisfy his emotional and physical needs, she has dinner ready for him every night, wears the cute outfits he orders for her, and adjusts her libido to suit his moods. True, she's not the greatest at keeping Doug's place spotless, but she's trying to please him. She's trying hard. She's learning, too. Doug says he loves that Annie's artificial intelligence makes her seem more like a real woman, but the more human Annie becomes, the less perfectly she behaves. As Annie's relationship with Doug grows more intricate and difficult, she starts to wonder, does Doug really desire what he says he wants? And in such an impossible paradox, what does Annie owe herself? It just sounds fascinating. It's not super long, so it'll be a nice fast read, and I think it's going to be really interesting and thought-provoking, and I think it's going to be good, so I grabbed that. The next 2 things I got from the backlist. We had a conversation a few videos ago about my mental health and needing some lighter, more fun reads, and you all put some really great suggestions in the comments, and I got 2 of those authors through Book of the Month. The first one I got is Hazelwood, The Love Hypothesis. And everyone said that I would really love her. Her new book was on those list of things that might be coming out in Book of the Month, but then didn't. But I believe it's coming out in Aardvark, and we'll talk about that near the end of the video. But anyway, if you don't know, this is something that folks have told me would be great for cheering up, for light and happy and making you feel good mood. And so this is what it's about. As a third-year PhD student, Olive Smith doesn't believe in lasting romantic relationships, but her best friend does, and that's what got her into this situation. Convincing Ong that Olive is dating and well on her way to a happily ever after was always going to take more than hand-wavy Jedi mind tricks. Scientists require proof. So like any self-respecting biologist, Olive panics and kisses the first man she sees. That man is none other than Adam Carlson, a young hotshot professor and well-known ass. Which is why Olive is positively floored when Stanford's reigning lab tyrant agrees to keep her charade a secret and to be her fake boyfriend. And when a big science conference goes haywire, putting Olive's career on the Bunsen burner, Adam surprises her again with his unyielding support and even more unyielding 6-pack abs. Suddenly, their little experiment feels dangerously close to combustion, and Olive discovers that the only thing more complicated than a hypothesis on love is putting her own heart under the microscope. So that sounds like it'll be fun. Fake dating isn't my favorite, but if it's fake dating because we really maybe I don't know. We're gonna see, and we're probably gonna see really soon. The 5th thing that I picked up in this box was also an author you all suggested, and it is Abby Jimenez, and this is Part of Your World. And that cover is so cute. So I have not ever read Hazelwood before, and I've not ever read Abby Jimenez before, so let's see what this one is about. After a wild bet, gourmet grilled cheese sandwich, and cuddle with a baby goat, Alexis Montgomery has had her world turned upside down. The cause? Daniel Grant, a ridiculously hot carpenter who's 10 years younger than her and as casual as they come. The complete opposite of sophisticated city girl Alexis, and yet their chemistry is undeniable. When her ultra-wealthy parents want her to carry on the family legacy of world-renowned surgeons, Alexis doesn't need glory or fame. She's fine with being a mere ER doctor. And every minute she spends with Daniel in the tight-knit town where he lives, she's discovering just what's really important. Yet, letting their relationship become anything more than a short-term fling would mean turning her back on her family and giving up the opportunity to help thousands of people. Bringing Daniel into her world is impossible, and yet she can't just give up on the joy she's found with him either. With so many differences between them, how can Alexis possibly choose between her world and his? Okay, that sounds adorable. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. So you're gonna see this one on a TBR really, really soon as well. Really quick, I wanna give you an overview of my first year with Book of the Month. For the most part, I'm really happy. Now, you're going to see different prices and different people talking about that. I signed up a year ago and these add-ons are each $11.99 a piece, which is still better than buying them in paperback. Definitely better than buying them in hardback. But even paperbacks now are $16, $17 a piece. So you can get a hardback for less than what a paperback is costing if you're looking at the backlist. And I feel like the backlist is kind of the best place to be. Although I do love the new releases, and I love when I get the new releases before they come out. And yes, I don't read them until after they would have come out in the store. But still, even the new release, your one credit is much cheaper than buying a full price new release hardcover. So your one credit is, I believe it is $17.99. And so again, most hardcover books are about $10 more than that. So it is a savings. You do have a little notation on the cover that says that it's Book of the Month, but that hasn't bothered me. For the most part, they've been quality books. I've really enjoyed them. And for all but 1 month, I've been able to stuff my box. And I haven't really been necessarily wanting to do that. But now that you can get 4 add-ons, so you can get 5 books at a time, I've been able to go through and find things that I've really wanted and have a full box each time, with the exception of last month. Last month for me was an outlier. There was only 1 book in the new releases that I wanted. At the time I wasn't in the mindset to really dig through the backlist, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just get the book that comes with my credit and I'm done. And so if that starts happening more often, I might consider more strongly the alternative. What I have heard is that the alternative for this is something called Aardvark. And yes, for the last 2 months, because I've looked, they've had a lot of the books that folks have said they think are going to end up in Book of the Month and then are not. And they've been the ones that on the we think this is coming out have been at the top of my wish list. So that's what's making Aardvark sound pretty good. Also on the Aardvark site, it does say that the add-ons are $9.99, not $11.99, but you can only do 2 add-ons. So the box for them would be 3 books. It would be less expensive per book. I think even their credits are cheaper. I'm not for sure though, don't quote me on that, but definitely the 2 add-on books that you add are cheaper than Book of the Month. So that's something to consider. They do have good, I can't tell you anything else about it because I haven't signed up for it. I'm on the fence. I'm doing my research and I'm on the fence. I don't want all of my books to come from book boxes. I enjoy going book shopping. I enjoy going to the bookstore and browsing. I enjoy looking up books and I enjoy getting them throughout the month. So just having them come in just 2 book boxes and then that's my full book budget isn't quite where I want to be right now. And I'm happy enough with Book of the Month that I'm not looking to turn it off and switch to Aardvark. If I have more months where they just seem to pick the wrong ones, I don't know if Aardvark gets them for, like, I don't know how any of that works, that maybe Aardvark got those and so this is why Book of the Month has this one, or how that works. But if it looks like Aardvark is having more of the books that I've really wanting from the things that are coming out that month, I might make the switch. Or if it gets to the point where there's really nothing in the backlist, because I've gotten most of the things in the backlist that I'm interested in now from Book of the Month, that might be a reason to make the switch. I will keep you updated, but for right now, I am happy with Book of the Month. I'm enjoying Book of the Month. I have no real qualms, with the exception of, was it the February box, that there was only one book in the whole thing that I was interested in. But otherwise, I'm really happy. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying getting my books. I'm enjoying my big blue box showing up every month, and I'm not looking to make a change right now. So I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope you found some books in this, maybe some new releases. Remember, those release in regular bookstores this month that you might be interested in, or some backlist things that you might like. Thank you again for your suggestions. And if you would like to hear how my reading went in February, which I read great books, but I was not in a good headspace, so I will talk about all of that in the next video next Sunday. And if you want to see that, please go ahead and hit subscribe. But in the meantime, I hope that you have an absolutely amazing rest of your week and that you get to read some really amazing books. Bye, y'all.